In the UK, over 2,500 people per year are diagnosed with mesothelioma. Exposure to asbestos is responsible for around 9 out of 10 mesothelioma cases. Mesothelioma is more common in men than in women, and nearly half of the people diagnosed with the disease are over 75 years old. The complexities of these gender differences, such as initial symptom development, experience of the diagnoses, occupational risk, and the extent to which patients seek legal advice and receive compensation, are less well understood. It's crucial for legal professionals, healthcare practitioners, and organisations that work with mesothelioma patients to understand these complexities and ensure that individuals get the support that they need. Research from the University of Sheffield, funded by Mesothelioma UK, has explored gender differences among people with mesothelioma in relation to time from symptom onset to diagnosis, seeking legal advice and receiving compensation, and occupational risk. The experienced research team have pioneered the use of a large national dataset and qualitative interviews to explore these complexities for the first time. Firstly, the research found that occupational risks were multifaceted. Exposure to asbestos at work was not only due to direct handling, but also indirect exposure like office blocks or schools. This broadens the range of occupations to be considered as high risk, from traditional occupations such as construction workers, usually associated with men, through to office workers and teachers, more commonly associated with women. As a result, when exploring potential mesothelioma risk, detailed occupational histories must be taken of patients by experienced professionals to consider a broader spectrum of direct and indirect risk. This links into the second key finding of the research. Diagnosis and subsequent care pathways varied across genders. It took longer for women to be diagnosed than men, and communication of the illness and risk between patients and healthcare professionals were influenced by gendered norms. Healthcare professionals need to consider a wider index of suspicion across occupations with direct and indirect exposure to asbestos to avoid gendered diagnoses and speed up diagnosis times. Equally, information provided to patients needs to be presented clearly and be sensitive to the needs and the priorities of the patient. Finally, the research found that women are less likely to seek benefits and compensation as a result of their condition, and if they do decide to begin this legal process, it takes longer than men to receive that compensation. This is impacted by gendered differences in family and social expectations. Relevant professionals need to improve information available to female claimants and signpost the help open to them. For more information on gendered differences in experiences of mesothelioma, read the report here. Reflect on your practice and consider how you could support patients more effectively, or refer patients to the Mesothelioma UK website and national helpline.